This morning I'm going to give you a video on how to restore your headlights. I'm going to show you I've done this side and it looks crystal clear. So, and this one here is extremely yellow. So, it's not a hard process. A little time consuming. But here's what we got to do. Put a little water on it, make sure it stays wet. If it's real yellow. Using sandpaper. What we're trying to do is take off the oxidation. And this is 400 grit. Sometimes it does take a little bit, but you need to keep your sandpaper and keep your headlight wet. Like it's pretty bad here in this corner. Let's see what we can do here. I've got me a little bucket of water sitting over here. I keep dipping my sandpaper in, keeping it wet, keeping it. And I'm sanding in a cross drain pattern. That way you keep the grain all in one way. Okay. That's 400. I've got 600. I'm going to do the same way. If they're oxidized real bad like this one, I would say start out at 400. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it, but let's see what we can do here. You're seeing the whole thing. I'm not editing nothing out. It don't take long. That was the 600. Now I'm going to jump into the 800. Like somebody's out there shooting back behind me somewhere. Just be careful and don't get up on your chrome pieces. You can tape that up if you want to prevent any scratches. This truck here is 20 years old. I can already tell a dramatic appearance right now. Okay, there's your 600. Rinse it off a little bit. Now moved on to 1000 grit. My sandpaper folded up. Again, always keep your sandpaper and your headlight wet. Okay, that's 1000 grit. You can see a pretty dramatic as it is. Now we're going to start with some more sandpaper. I've got 1500 grit right here. This will remove, the higher the grit, the better it's doing on the headlight. It's removing those fine scratches. You can see the difference in stuff that you're getting. Just moving any fine hair-like scratches. $1,500. All right, I moved up to 1,800. Remembering to keep in my sandpaper wet. Okay, I'll rinse that off. Moved up to 2,400. Higher grit don't require quite as much rubbing. Going to 3,200. Okay. Last grit will be 3,800. One more little go around with a 3,800 here, making sure it all stays good and wet. Alright. Now you can see a dramatic show already. Alright, we're done with the sanding. Use a shimmy or a cloth or something and dry everything off. Just like that. Get a paper towel. You're going to notice a little haze. We're fixing to take all that out too. Okay. Next step is I've got a little abrasive wax. What this will do, it will clean and polish all that little haze that we had in there previously. And we'll take it all out. Usually rub this pretty hard. There you go. That's got that part. And that's just an abrasive paste. It's almost like a real fine compound. You can get that from your local automotive store. Just using a regular paper towel. Make sure you try to remove it off. Now we got one other step. And this is a sealer wax. All this does is just seal it in there. Okay. Any other time I'd let this set for about 5-10 minutes to just sink in good, but for video purposes I think this is going to work just fine. And then wipe it off. So finish up with a nice clean paper towel. You can use a rag. I'm not sure how long this will last. I'm assuming about 6 to 8 months. But if you really want it to last longer, instead of skipping the abrasive paste and the wax, get you some painter's tape. Tape around your headlight. And instead of putting the other wax and stuff on, once you get done sanding, wipe it down real good. And then turn around and put a clear coat of paint that is UV, that has UV protected in it. But there you go. It took all of 10-15 minutes. If it took that long. Let's see what we got here. And now that one matches that one. Nice and clear. I appreciate you watching. If it was some interest, please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll get out more videos as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.